monstrosity of a game played by Green Bay today. I'm not even kidding. Like, you guys can literally see the tear. Like, I was literally crying. That's how I'm the number one Packer fan in the whole world. Third game of the year. There's a lot to say. I first want to start off by saying that I want to talk about the Browns. I want to talk about their opponent that they played. I'm a football fanatic. I know everything about football, everything about every team. The Browns have one of the best defenses in the league. Okay, in the NFL. Out of all 32 teams, the Browns are definitely up there. The Browns defense is definitely up there. So I was already going into this Packer game thinking that the Packers offense was definitely going to struggle to score against the Browns today because they, especially like Myles Garrett and, you know, they just couldn't complete their drives. They couldn't go down and score for the love of God. They did twice. One resulted in a field goal. The other one resulted in a touchdown. But the Browns have one of the best defenses in the league, and that's statistically proven because, you know, NFL fanatics have talked about it. Myles Garrett definitely upset the Packers today. Just the whole Browns defense as a line. Their edge rushers, their defensive lines, their linebackers, like all together, they just have a really good defense. And honestly, I can't be upset at that because every single team should have a good defense, right? But let's talk about the Browns offense. The Browns offense struggled in the first half. Second half, they kind of got it a little together. I don't really know what happened. I think Joe Flacco is their quarterback. He's old. He's 40 years old. He should be retired. He's kind of washed up. He's not a very good quarterback. He's not very good at targeting, and he's not very good at his throws. The Packers defense did phenomenal today. Their offense did not perform the way that they should. Jordan Love got sacked, I think, like 8 times. 1 interception. That late interception definitely hurt them. And it was 10-10 with 1 minute and 50-something seconds left. Or 50-something seconds left. Our kicker kicks a field goal to try and make it 13-10 so we could win it. Our field goal gets blocked. And then the Browns ended up going and kicking a field goal to win it back. They blocked our field goal. And that is what definitely, you know, put down the line. But pathetic. Because the Browns, as a whole, aren't the best team. They aren't a great team. The Packers should have gone in there and they should have done their job and they should have beat the shit out of them. But no, they didn't. That didn't happen. They could not complete their drives. They kept going 3 and out so many times today. I cannot even tell you. They couldn't get the job done. And you know what? In the end of the day, a game is just a game, but you know what? When it comes to the Packers, it's not just a game in my heart. It's a very big thing. Anytime they lose, I get very like this. And we have to go into Dallas next week. And that is not the confidence we need to go into Dallas. Because if we struggled against the Browns, one can only imagine how we're going to do it against Dallas. Because Dallas is a better team than the Browns for sure. And as you guys know, I hate Dallas so much. And if the Packers lose against Dallas, I'll be literally... I'm going to be a mess. But I think people don't understand that one game doesn't determine how your season's gonna go. The Packers had an off day. They had a shit day. They just couldn't get it done. And I think people don't understand that. I think if the Packers lose a game, there are people in the comments that are saying, like, Packers are done for. Packers aren't going to go anywhere. Jordan Love sucks. Get rid of him. Get rid of this guy. There's Morgan who gave up fucking 5 false starts. He got like 5 false starts or something like that. And people in the comments were saying, get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy. This was the first game that he fucked up like that. And you're already saying get rid of him? This is the 3rd game of the season, guys. We aren't even in week 4 yet. Like, as a friend told me, like, those are just called idiots who don't know football. If you're commenting on a team sucking just because of one game, something's wrong with you. Like, something is wrong with you. And it gets me so fucking fired up. I can't even right now. Oh my god, I feel so much discomfort, sadness, madness, everything right now, because there's no way in the world they should have lost that game. They looked like high schoolers out there playing football. It was bad. It was bad. And on top of that, the Vikings won and the fucking Steelers won. So I'm fired up. Okay. As you can tell, I'm really upset because when the Packers lose, you want all the other teams that you hate to also lose. I hope the Bears, and hear me out because I hate the Bears as well. I hope the Bears go and destroy Dallas. I never thought I would say that. I never thought I would say go Bears. But in this one scenario where they're playing the Cowboys, I want them to beat the fuck out of them because I want the Cowboys to suffer in hell this season. Yeah, Steelers won. I don't even know how that's possible. Aaron Rodgers, there's no way he's going to... Dude, you know what? Even if Aaron Rodgers has a good season, he's not going to get them anywhere in the playoffs. He never has. He never will. He's too washed up of a quarterback to get them anywhere. And I think, I can say that about him because, no, Steelers are not better, honey. No, they're not better. They just played a shit team today. So, I mean, so did we, I guess, but you know what? You can't win all the time. You can't win all the time, and as much as I love Jordan Love, like, he fucked it up today. He fucked it up today big time. They had the perfect opportunity to go down and score a touchdown many times, but they just couldn't. Because Jordan Love either got sacked, he ran out of time, he threw an interception. They could not get a first down to save the love of me today. But despite all of this, it's very early in the season, and one game doesn't mean that you're going to be bad for the rest of the year. They had a great 2-0 start. And today was just, it was off. It was really off. Very, very, very sad. I'm very sad. But you know what? I'm still going to wear my Love jersey all week to school. I'm still going to wear my Packer stuff all week to school because guess what? I'm not giving up on this team. No matter how many losses or how many heartbreaks they give us, I'm never giving up on this team. They're literally my heart. They're literally my passion. The Packers offensively were not there today. They were not there today. Defensively, yes, they were there today. But offensively, they did a horrible job. I don't want to say that. I hate saying that. But you can't avoid that. You can't avoid the truth. They were horrible offensively today. Yes, that one touchdown they got and field goal yeah, it was nice and all, but you had several opportunities to get many more points than you did, and they couldn't do it. So, I think that they were just stressed. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And the Browns scared them. I think the Packers went into this being so confident, like, oh, we're going to destroy the Browns, no problem. And they ended up getting their asses shocked because Cleveland showed, hey, this is our home field. We're going to beat you. Just because we have an 0-2 start doesn't mean we can't win. You know, a 6-0 team beating a 0-6 team, always possible. Always possible. So, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. But will I still love my Packers just as much as always? Of course I will. I am never giving up on them. Even if they lose to Dallas, you know what? I'm still going to be the number one supporter because that's just me and that's who I am. And a game is a game. In the end of the day, a game's a game. And there's nothing you can do about it. So, but yeah, watching that was very painful. It's a bad weekend to be in Wisconsin, team. Brewers are losing. Badgers lost yesterday. Packers lost. Not a great Wisconsin team weekend. That's for sure. But, you know. And we got a tough schedule coming up. We play the Cowboys. We have to play the Vikings twice. We got to play the Bears twice yet. We're playing the Ravens at the end of the year. Like, Packers better get their head out of their ass because we have a tough schedule coming up and there's no avoiding it. It's going to come. And there's no chickening out, no avoiding it. And, you know, I think, you know, Jordan Love let me down today. He was not a good quarterback today. That's the worst I've ever seen. That's the worst I've seen Jordan Love play in quite a while, to be honest with you. Getting sacked 8 times, getting an interception late in the game when you really when that's the least that you needed. I mean, you could just tell. When they blocked that field goal, your immediate thought was, how worse can this get? You saw it coming. I mean, you could just tell this game was just going to get worse and worse and worse any chance the Packers got. Like, you could just tell. Defensively, though, you know, Parsons stepped up. You know, Rashawn Gary. Quay Walker. You know. Keyshawn Nixon, like, they did well defensively. Despite them losing, they didn't give the Browns that many points. 13 points to give to a team is not much. It was a very low-scoring game, which I was not expecting that at all. But I knew the minute the first quarter ended, I was like, oh my god, this is not gonna go well. This is gonna be either like a heartbreaker or a very like close last minute game, and it was. That's really unfortunate that they had to block our field goal because even if we got that field goal, we could have won it, or we could have tied it at 13 and we could have gone into overtime and possibly won it. So, although overtime is just bullshit. The rules are stupid. Shouldn't even be a thing. I think the last team that has the ball at the end of the game, next time when you go into overtime, the other team should have the ball. It should just continue back and forth. They shouldn't do the whole coin flipping to see who gets the ball first and then fucking whatever next score wins. Like, that's bullshit. You know, I'm so glad it didn't go into overtime as much as I wanted it to, because then there may have been a higher chance that the Packers could have won. I'm glad that didn't, because overtime is really bad in NFL. The rules are stupid, and I think they should change them, but that'll never happen because the NFL is bullshit. They're a bullshit organization, and the rules are stupid. When you get a touchback, the team automatically gets the ball at the 35-yard line. That means they only have like 65 yards to go down and score a touchdown. It's just stupid. It is so stupid. And last year, or the year before that, it used to be at the 25. So it got pushed up 10 yards. Next year, watch, it's going to be at the 45 now. And before you know it, it's going to get closer and closer and closer. And it's just going to be pathetic. So, I'm just, like, ranting. I don't even know how to recover from this. I don't even know how to, like, process this. Like, I feel like I'm dreaming right now. Like, they should have smoked the Browns today. Like, every team in the NFL wants to win. I think the Browns wanted it desperately bad because they were 0-2 to start the year. And now the Packers come in and they're like, oh, look, we got an opportunity to be a 2-0 team. Let's be really confident and go out there and win. And they did. And you know what? That's what it is, man. I think the Browns, they didn't outshine us. It was a close game. But I think the Packers have serious work to do this week with practice and stuff. They're going to Dallas, guys. Dallas. And you know how much I hate them. So, and to make that worse, that's a Sunday night game. So it's going to be even more suspenseful than it already needs to be. Of course they're putting it on primetime. I mean, the whole Packers and Cowboys playing each other after the Parsons and Kenny Clark trade, like, yeah. Of course they're going to put that on primetime. But yeah, I'm really, really upset right now. And I'm going to need time to recover from this. Maybe by Wednesday I'll be over it. After the Packers lose, it takes me a couple days to get over it fully. Because I see all the comments on Instagram and on my TikTok and my Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. And they just make me cry. Because some people are just so mean and they don't need to be saying the stuff they should. They just... I don't like seeing hate comments against the Packers. It makes me sick. Unless they absolutely deserved it. Today, you know, they deserve to, you know, people deserve to say to them, like, you guys didn't do a great job today, or whatever. But the comments that are saying, like, get rid of this person, get rid of this person, get rid of this person, like, just shut up. Shut up. Like, we don't need to get rid of anybody. Like, everybody has their bad days. Like, it's what it is. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and see my thoughts. Hopefully we can do better next week. And I'm really hoping that we can, because if we lose against Dallas, I might just be the end of the world for me. So, yeah. Bye, guys.